Hey tennis friends, once again I'm here at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden in Indian Wells, California for day 2 of my coverage of the 2014 ASICS Easter Bowl. It's a beautiful day out here in the desert. I'm all geared up. I got my ASICS gear on. The matches have already started, so let's get right to the action. Once again, this event is the United States National Junior Spring Hardcourt Tournament. On court right now is the Boys 18s Championship match. Receiving in the near court is Nathan Ponwith, an unseeded Scottsdale, Arizona native who took out the number 3 seed in an earlier round. Serving from the far court is Francis Tiafo from Maryland, who was a Boys 18s International Spring Championships finalist last week and is the number 1 seed. After a changeover, Francis Tiafo serving from the near court to Nathan Ponwith. After a changeover, Nathan Ponwith to serve from the near court. Now Francis Tiafo serving from the near court. Nathan Ponwith serving. Francis Tiafo serving. After a changeover, once again, Francis Tiafo serving. I'm here right now with the Boys 18 singles champion for the 2014 Easter Bowl, Francis Tiafo. Francis, that was a tough 3-setter out there today.
Yeah, it was. You know, first couple sets were pretty tight. You know, I went up 5-2 in the first 2 breaks. You know, I kind of put my foot off the gas there, and he was competing hard and playing well. And then, you know, I played a good buster, and then second set, he got an early break. Had a chance to get it back, didn't. Got broken at 5-3. And then, you know, with the new balls and everything, I got my feet back into it, and, you know, it was pretty one-sided in the third, and I was playing my best tennis.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that first set. Again, you were up 5-2, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-2, and then he really started coming back, and you had some shots that went a little bit wild. What was going through your head at that point?
You know, I was like, get yourself together, but, you know, I went down 6-5. I was like, it's all right. Now I was back on serve. Played a good service game, and I was like, now anybody can win. We're playing a buster, so, you know, it was like every point tough in the breaker, and, you know, played every point tough and played aggressive, and it went my way.
Well, you certainly came back in that third set and took care of business. Were you feeling it a lot more? Do you think his level dropped, or did you just kick it up more?
I picked it up to a different level. You know, I think with me playing my best tennis, he had no answers for me today, and in the third. So I think when I'm playing my best, I'm a little bit better of a player than he is.
Well, last year you won the Orange Bowl. Last week you were in the finals of the International Spring Championships, and now this week you win the Easter Bowl. You're having a pretty good time the last few months.
Yeah, definitely winning a lot lately. You know, it would have been nice to win both tournaments, but you know, I still had a good week last week, and you know, I'm running with confidence going into the Slam this year, so I'm pretty happy with the way I'm playing.
Francis should be happy. As of this posting, he has moved up to the #2 junior in the world. Up next is the girls 18s championship match. Receiving in the far court is Cici Bellis, a Northern California native and #4 seed who just won the girls 18s International Spring Championships last week. Serving from the near court is Katie Swan, the #11 seed from Great Britain who now calls Wichita, Kansas her home. Now Cici Bellis to serve from the far court to Katie Swan. Katie Swan serving from the near court. After a changeover, Cici Bellis to serve from the near court. After another changeover, Katie Swan serving. Cici Bellis to serve. Katie Swan serving. Once again, Cici Bellis to serve. I'm here right now with the girls 18s champion of the 2014 ASICS Easter Bowl, Cici Bellis. Cici, that was a great match out there today.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I played really well. You know, Katie's such a good player, and it was, you know, tough to, because she's, you know, really aggressive. So I had to make sure that my defense is on, but, you know, also offensive. You know, I had to be offensive when I had the right chances. So.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your opponent. You guys are actually really good friends.
Yeah.
I noticed it was so funny to me because during the boys championship match, you guys were over there in the crowd sitting next to each other, talking, laughing, having so much fun. How hard is it to come out here and beat a really good friend?
I think once you get on the court, I mean, we're obviously really good friends off the court, but on the court, you know, you kind of have to put that aside and focus on, you know, tennis, and then off the court, you know, friends again.
Now, the first set started out, she actually won the first 2 games. Were you a little bit nervous playing your friend, or what was going on? Because after that, you kind of came back in a really good way.
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous in the beginning. I think I was going for a little bit too much, and I was making a few too many errors, but then once I kind of calmed down, and then I reeled it in, and then it got a lot better.
So this is your second week in a row. The first week you won the International Spring Championships, and now you've won the Easter Bowl. You must be feeling really good about your game.
Yeah, it feels really good right now. I mean, I'm a little tired now, but after a few days off, I think I'm just going to get right back to training.
What do you have coming up next on the calendar?
I'm going to Europe this summer to play the Junior Slams, and I think there are a couple ITFs over there too. So.
Well, it was so great to see Cici win 2 years in a row. Last year she won the girls 16s, and this year the girls 18s. And that's what's so great about this tournament. There were so many other matches going on. They had boys and girls 12s, boys and girls 14s, and boys and girls 16s. But I just can't cover everything. That's why I always encourage you to get involved in your local tennis events. See if you can go down and help out, volunteer, or just go to watch the kids and, you know, kind of encourage them to stay with this sport so we can get the next great American player. That's going to wrap up my coverage from the 2014 ASICS Easter Bowl from Indian Wells, California. I'll see you next time with more tennis outside the lines.